Guns are about as important in shooters as Pokemon is to grade schoolers. However, melee weapons occupy a unique place in the shooter hierarchy due to their damage potential and sheer awesomeness. Join us as we take a look at some of the best melee weapons in shooters. Chainsaw, Doom. Arguably the first game to really introduce devastating melee weapons, the chainsaw remains one of the most satisfying weapons ever. It's made a triumphant return in this year's Doom by allowing you to gain copious amounts of ammo on kills. The LEASH, Bulletstorm. Pull enemies towards you or slam them into the air for easy shooting. Bulletstorm's LEASH represents way too many opportunities for chaos in gameplay form. Have you ever pulled enemies into a furnace or sent them flying into a roof of spikes? Now you can with the LEASH. Katana, Shadow Warrior. Your de facto tool of murder in Shadow Warrior, the katana allows you to dismember foes with singular swings. Think of it as a swifter but still incredibly bloody version of the chainsaw in Doom and you'll get the picture. Crowbar, Half-Life. The crowbar is love. The crowbar is life. What do you use in the beginning of Half-Life to fend off foes? A crowbar. How do you best defeat head crabs in Half-Life 2? The crowbar. It's ridiculous, sure, but it works. OMNI-BLADE, Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3's OMNI-BLADE is an answer to fans demanding a melee weapon for years. Acting as more of a heavy melee attack, the OMNI-BLADE changes its form depending on your class, going from explosive shield to dual blades and so on. Exotic Swords, Destiny. The busy work needed to obtain the exotic swords in Destiny is annoying, but oh so worth it. Ray's Lighter possesses a single rising strike which can destroy any enemy in one swing. Dark Drinker's spinning attack is excellent for mobs of foes, and Boltcaster allows you to throw Destructo Disc of lightning from a distance. Lightsaber, Star Wars Battlefront. The lightsaber is one of the most powerful weapons in the Star Wars universe, and that's very apparent in Star Wars Battlefront. Just watch Darth Vader throw one at an X-Wing to get an idea of how powerful it really is. Impact Hammer, Unreal Tournament. The Impact Hammer was introduced in the first Unreal Tournament. It needs to be charged to inflict maximum damage, but can injure the user with each attack. This resulted in an interesting case of a double-edged sword, except, with a hammer. Knife, Counter-Strike. The knife may seem as ludicrous in Counter-Strike as the crowbar did in Half-Life, but it's the quintessential melee weapon, whether you're a terrorist or counter-terrorist. Not only does it offer the fastest movement speed, but can one-hit kill enemies if you stab them from behind. Electric Guitar, Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 is crammed with powerful melee weapons, and while the chainsaw may be the most effective, there's just some kind of appeal to the electric guitar. There's no better time to go metal and smash a guitar than over a zombie's head. EYELANDER, Team Fortress 2. The Demo Man doesn't mess around, and that extends to the EYELANDER, a long sword which can heal up to 4 stacks for every enemy beheaded, and which boasts the longest range of most melee weapons. It's also straight out of Highlander, if the name wasn't a big enough indication. Energy Sword, Halo. Halo has seen a number of changes over the years, but the Energy Sword is still incredibly nasty to fight. This is due to its homing melee which can annihilate you even if the wielder is some distance away. It takes skill to master, but the Energy Sword rewards that skill in kind. Gravity Hammer, Halo. By contrast, the Gravity Hammer just wants you to start swinging and never stop, causing an enormous shockwave of damage each time it hits the ground. Perfect for cleaning off an entire squad during Griffball, though also way too susceptible to earning betrayals. Combat Axe, Call of Duty. Ricochet potential and one-hit kill properties make the Combat Axe a truly dreaded weapon in Black Ops 2 and 3. It's all about practice and making perfect, but there's no denying the satisfying thunk that each kill makes. Lancer Bayonet, Gears of War. The Lancer isn't a melee weapon, but it has a chainsaw bayonet attached to it, allowing you to saw locusts in half. What more could you really want out of life? Almost 10 years after it was first introduced, and we still haven't answered that question. What's your favorite melee weapon from a shooter? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.